Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. I got a twofer today for you because we're cranking out content and I got some great news. Behind me is my 2024 Eray, and I gotta tell you, I am so happy that this has happened. So happy that this has happened. HP Tuners has unlocked the ECU already. I've had it for like 2 weeks and here it is. I'm sending my computer out right now. We're gonna put it on the lift and take the rear bumper off to get to the ECU, and then we're gonna overnight it to HP Tuners. Now, of course, because I don't wanna actually do things multiple times, even though I will, I'm going to double this up with an awesome install of the Corsa dual mode catback. This exhaust, I gotta tell you right now, is the best exhaust for the C8, and we're gonna put it on too because it is quieter than stock in quiet mode and it's obscene in loud mode. It's just the best of both worlds. So we're gonna get the best of all worlds in this video because we're gonna get a tunable C8 Eray as well as the Corsa dual mode exhaust. Let's get right to it on the left.
Is it quieter than shuttle mode?
It might not be. But you know what? They're the same. They're the same. Zero decibels in shuttle mode. So in one of the previous videos, somebody asked me, how did I disable that weird sound that this car makes? It goes up. I'm not going to do that again. But Matt will probably put it in again. And all I did was reach through here, and there is this little clip-a-doodle-doo. You see this guy? It's connected to this little guy right here. And all I did was undo the little latch. It's that little red thing there. And you pull that down with your fingertips, and then squeeze behind it, and boop! The sound is gone. And I'm not saying that you should do this for normal street use. I'm just saying that if you wanted to do it for, cruising around in the parking lot, it's probably okay. So guys, it's that time again. We're going to be answering your questions from the last video. So first one, can you set it up to change by RPM? So 4 pounds at 4,000 and ramping up to 12 pounds at 6,000. Yeah, 6,000. I can barely read. Well, you could, but you'll need an external controller to be able to do that. That's something that I was talking about in the video, how a Holly could be able to talk to the Smooth Boost in order to be able to tell it, hey, do it like this. So you can set it up by gear differently like that. I think the reflex controller can also do it, which the reflex controller was what was on the car on the dyno. Speaking of the car on the dyno, I have somebody else saying 416 with a heads cam 2650 and still not 1,000 rear wheel horsepower. Ouch. Well, actually, we could have made 1,000 rear wheel horsepower quite easily on it. Keep in mind, this thing also has catalytic converters. EPA compliant catalytic converters. So real catalytic converters. And it's still doing 970 over and over and over without cooldown. So that was pretty badass. We could have pushed it even further. We just didn't because we wanted a good balance between pump gas and E85. If you don't have that good balance, and this is where the tuner comes out and why you don't know what you're talking about, this is where you need to be careful, because if you set one too high, you run the other one too low at timing, you're going to melt the cats and you're going to destroy an engine, which is why I do this professionally and you do not. That was mean.
That was very mean.
Damn. Get this guy Neosporin. He just got burned.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
So another question regarding this. It's not exactly a question. It's somebody that's trying to poop on it a little bit. It says, Maggie, don't need this. It has a NOS jet in that feeds the bypass valve to smooth out the tip-in and boost spike. This is really needed with Whipples, but for limiting boost, that's cool, but who wants to do that, LOL? Well, surprisingly, this guy actually runs his car on a road course, and having 1,000 rear wheel horsepower, or close to 1,000 rear wheel horsepower, in the middle of a turn is not exactly what you're looking for. In fact, going straight line, that back end is trying to become the front end because it has that much power. So the smooth boost is more than just a smoother ramp in, which is definitely needed, and it is way awesome for a couple cars that just have low vacuum. It's normally those low vacuum big cam cars that really benefit from it. Well, this one certainly utilized it for the other purpose, which was controlling boost, as opposed to the ramp in, the smooth boost that it actually started as. And you know, just kind of went on to this next level here where we can actually control boost, and it gets more dynamic than that. And I love it for both reasons. One of them, of course, is driving your car smoothly, and the Magnuson, when you start going too far on that thing, when you have that thing really cranked up, it is not something that little NOS jet that you're talking about actually matters. I don't even know what NOS jet you're talking about. I think you're kind of a little off base, to be honest with you, but the truth is that the setup matters, and smooth boost can benefit a lot of setups, and it can do a lot of great things. So I have a C706, and my question is there any way to program or tune in a valet mode like other cars have? One that significantly reduces power on a quick setting, not something that just locks the glove box and screen. Thanks for your time, and keep up the great innovative work. Well, actually, there is. If you have your car tuned with HP tuners, which as a C7, you should have your car tuned with HP tuners, you can download an app called TDN. This is the Remote Tuning Delivery Network. Well, Remote Tuning Delivery Device. I don't know, Remote Tuning Device. I think that's what it is. It's the Tune Delivery Network. So you can actually have a couple different flashes here that you can be like, tune 1, bass, stop tune with inner chiller, how it came, and flick between the two of them through your cell phone. You no longer have to be bound to an actual laptop in order to make this change. So you could go somewhere, load the tune on with your phone, and then load on the powerful tune when you get back. You need to work with somebody like me, somebody that's an HP Tuners dealer and has access to the Tune Delivery Network in order to be able to accomplish those things. As you know, we're a dealer for lots of things. HP Tuners cooks, so lots of things. Check out our website, cspracing.com. This is another one of those shameless plugs. And finally, the comment of the week. This is not a ridiculous comment. This is just the one that I thought was the most outlandish one. What product do you use in your hair? Looks fantastic. The salt and pepper is working for you. I think it's over here.
I think they call that children.
It's well, no, I didn't put children in my hair. That would be weird. It's just water. I just put water in my hair. I don't use a product. It's water and probably me being a greaseball. Yeah, simple. And the salt and pepper working for me. I'm trying to get distinguished. That way you guys, you know, see me as an authority figure. You know, somebody with credibility instead of the goofball that I actually am. So now the authority figure tells you, go to cspracing.com, get some stuff. If you're in here for 6th gen content, well, those are all 6th gen headers. So pick them up while they're on sale. Okay, now back to the video.
Yes, buy some headers because he broke his window in his Tesla.
I didn't. It just broke. It just broke. If you ask about it, I will tell you in the next video.
Please ask about it. Please ask about it.
Don't do it.
So we're here deep in the bowels of the old shop. You know, the shop where all the work once used to be done. That's now just warehouse space for all your lovely online orders.
This is the first look I ever bought. I haven't taken it down yet. Which is good because we needed it today. Bowels.
Deep in the Balrog. That's Lord of the Rings, isn't it? I don't remember.
It might be.
And Andrew helped.
Fucking whore. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna pull the rear bumper off anyway.
You gotta change the exhaust again.
All tight. They're new.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when she's new. I mean, when it's new.
It'd be real awkward if Davenport signed this one too.
I know.
Like, how did you
Gotcha!
get in there?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, thank God.
Fancy super secret connector up here?
Is that the Don't Sever one?
No. The fireman's loop is over there.
The one with the yellow?
Yep. I like it here better. You have to take a whole panel off underneath.
What did you drink
We're
today?
all normal, and he's just having a heart attack today.
Did you have breakfast?
Water and a peanut butter power bar thing.
Oh, you're dancing like the dude that
Peanut
promoted
butter
Six Flags
power
back in the
bar
day.
thing.
Yeah.
More flags, more fun. Didn't you miss this?
Not at all.
It's like he did that stupid shit when he was 20s, and now he's 40, and he's still doing that stupid shit. What's wrong with him?
Goodbye.
Oh boy.
So we gotta get that to HP tuner, so you know you can get a cam in this thing for cruise week.
Boxed up, Matt.
Oh, okay. I'll take that back then.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. Here, take this back.
Okay. I forgot. He doesn't like to be handed things. Please don't hurt me.
Ah, boy. In front of me are two Corsas for the C8 that are very similar to each other, but not exactly the same. One of them has AFM valves, and the other ones have the AFM valve deletes. Both of them have NPP and black tips. And, well, it's time to install the one that does not have AFM valves in preparation for our twin turbo kit. So guys, please forgive the mess. I know that like this actually isn't our shop area anymore. This is not where we do installs anymore. This is actually our warehouse that we're moving things around. And behind me is just the last lift that I didn't take down or move over because it is, well, it didn't match with this color scheme that I was going for over there, which is right next door. So it stayed over here. And I didn't have the heart to sell it yet because it was the first lift I ever bought. Anyway, before me, here is the Corsa! Packaged very well, as you see, even though FedEx lost it on the way here. It made it, all in one piece.
It actually looks like it's in multiple pieces.
Oh, shut up, Matt. Shut up! It's one of the cool parts about the Corsa, and this is where the magic happens, is the actual muffler. You have one pipe that's going in, and it goes through this way. It's a straight pipe. It just goes loud, loud, loud. And then thanks to Corsa's like super duper technology in their muffler, there's this valve closes, the air does some recirculation and muffling, and then goes out this way, and it's quiet. It's quieter than stock. It's amazing. It gets you the best of both worlds. You know, if you're having a dual mode exhaust, having it loud and louder is not exactly dual mode. Like my ZL1, which looked very similar to this, it was obscenely loud and a tick louder than that. Completely worthless. You couldn't be in your neighborhood at all. Like it was just bad. And this gets you the best of both. Thanks to the dual mode that the car actually has, you can control it just at your fingertips. You can be in tour mode, be whisper quiet. You can press the Z button or go into my mode and change the entire dynamic of the system just like that. So loud, cop, quiet. And there it is. Like, it's great. It's wonderful. It's the best of both worlds. I love it. It is my absolute favorite exhaust for the C8. And yeah, I think you should buy it. It's in the link below, so definitely do that. One go.
You can put it over there with your other exhaust.
Well, I gotta take the stuff off the valve. I think this time.
This is a good exhaust. We shall keep this for the next time I get in a Corvette. Max is like, fuck you.
Give me a brand new BMW G82 M4, single turbo, rods, pistons, push 1400, 1450 actually, and you'll get all the cars here.
So
Sounds like a lot of work to not use your turn signals.
You don't need them because you're always ahead.
what's going on?
Johnny, you're a sexy motherfucker.
CSPRacing.com, it'll scare the shit out of you on the great prices.
So again, guys, this is the Corsa without the AFM valves. We don't want the AFM valves in here because we're going to be it. In here, there's normally a valve that it's a weird triangle valve. It actually flows through. It doesn't like shut it off entirely. It's just to cut down the 4-cylinder noise when it's in 4-cylinder mode. Because truthfully, if you didn't have that valve, it does sound like a 4-cylinder. It's wild when your V8 suddenly is like. It's weird, really weird. So Corsa offers this with 2 ways, one of them with the valve in it and the other with just a stand for your actuator or AFM solenoid replacement. I don't know whether
Say something.
that will come for you all. I don't think this is how it goes, Max.
No, we want the maximum airflow.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. We should put the dual mode on. I like the dual mode.
I like this idea.
This is a good idea.
It makes my job done.
Couldn't have come at a better time. We are just at this perfect point where we're almost done with the exhaust install, and FedEx dropped us off this wonderful gift.
Yeah! Now that's what I'm talking about. Hey, how come the only one celebrating is me, huh? Where are the girls? Bring on the confetti! Ow! Ow! Easy with the confetti.
Which is, need it right now because it is such an easy install with the bumper off. Just plops right in here. Let's open it up and see what this bad boy looks like. All right, and a little, that's how you know it's got the good stuff. HB tuners. Oh, the seal's coming off.
No, you're gonna void the warranty!
I'm helping you guys out, HB tuners, because you helped me out. As you can see, I didn't take it apart, so putting it back together is not my strong suit. I should have known better.
Also, it's way up there. Can you reach that?
Shut up, Matt. 3 plugs?
Yes.
Correct.
My tall enough to ride this ride. Looks like, yeah. Look at that. Just look at it, will you? You know, I like the black tips from the factory. I think they look good. But I gotta admit, I do like the circular Corsa tips better. I mean, this is staggered, which the black tips follow the body line, so that was pretty cool. And they're 6-sided, but I know, something about this is just, it looks so good.
When your dual mode is actually a dual mode.
Yeah. I mean, look, it is a dual mode before. Like, the factory is a dual mode. It's a noticeable difference. This is just more noticeable. That's crazy. That sounds nuts. The weather. Since this is the new fancy stuff, it is not in the production version of HB Tuners, it's in the beta. So I'm installing the newest beta in order to gain access to my fancy new ride here. So now that I have it up, I'm gonna gather info. Let's see if it finds the car. Finds all this good stuff. I found it. I hit read. Ignition must be turned off. Turn off the ignition now. And now since all these unlock services make the computer
write only, it generates a file. So what we're about to see is a generated factory file, which is actually really exciting here because I haven't seen any of the E-Ray things. Like if you look right here, it says a tune you've been supplied is a stock file because the control module is not readable. It's perfectly safe to use. Blah blah blah. Okay, so 2024 E-Ray stock. Whew. There it is. What's up? We have. Is this going to have massive amounts of timing in it? Like the kind of jams it up in the high end a little bit. And here's the big part. This is what I'm so excited about. Show license options. I got my E-Ray specific. I'm licensing the E-Ray. Yes, it can't be undone. I've done it, and here we go. Processing the flash data. I've got to turn this thing off. Press OK. It's interesting because it flashes the computer with everything off. It's wild. Racing, service steering column lock, row. It does it on all of them. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Eray! I couldn't think of anything fast enough.
I can tell.
Turn the ignition to the run position, engine off by pressing and holding the engine start button until the ignition is on. It is on. Press OK. It's going to actually clear codes. That's what it's actually doing right now. It's clearing codes. Shut it off. Start it up. This is my tuned E-Ray. Wow. And really, all I did was turn the A and vent valves off that we did. So, this is cool.
Well, I think it's only fair because we did all the other exhaust tests outside where it was away from the reverberation of the interior walls. We should do the same thing out here.
Okay.
So if you want to put it in quiet mode, I'll hop back there and we can start from the bottom up.
Okay.
I think it sounds the same as the other tips for some reason.
Really?
No.
Oh.
It sounds so much better.
I was like, what's wrong with you? So love the way that it sounds. Of course, it really did a wonderful job of making this thing a muscle car. It sounds wicked. It's got quiet mode, which is surprisingly quiet. Even at full throttle, it's surprisingly quiet. But then the loud mode is just loud. It sounds mean and muscular, and oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope that the instant 360 cam, I hope that it picked up pretty well, because I did some stupid stuff, and I hope that it isn't a bunch of wind noise. But dang, the Corsa definitely gives, I give it 2 thumbs up as an actual awesome modification. I'm really glad we put it on here. I wonder how it stacks up to some of the other ones. We might do a video in the near future showing how it stacks up to the other exhaust, but I can tell you that if it's a factory exhaust or the Corsa wins hands down. Just way freaking better. So thank you guys for watching today's video. We will see you